Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be starting a new series about nutrition and what I eat as an athlete. So I just finished a really intense workout, so now we're going to go through making a protein shake. Now this is going to have everything that you need for most of the day if you're not an athlete. But if you are an athlete, it's going to help recover muscle, and it's going to give you the essential nutrients, and it's going to give you your amino acids, and it's also going to give you essential fat that you'll need to basically keep you until dinner. So let's just go over the ingredients really quick. So I'm using protein powder, peanut butter, cocoa powder. I'm gonna add chia seeds for some fiber. Now, I choose to add dates because, well, they're very, very low on the glycemic index, so they help release energy slowly over the course of the day. Or you can also use date syrup. And then I use oatmeal because same reason, low on the glycemic index. They're carbs, they keep you throughout the day. I'm also using walnuts and peanut butter just because I have two different sources of fat. And fat is actually really good for you. You need fat, and this is a very good source of fat. And then I'm also using some strawberries just to sweeten it up. And sometimes I do use spinach because it does provide some iron and some other nutrients that you need. But today we're making a side salad. Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to inspect these dates. Now, because dates are grown in very hot and humid climates, what happens sometimes is that there are bacteria and there's little bugs that get in, and if the dates are black on the inside, that means they're bad. So first what we're going to do is we're going to wash them thoroughly and we're going to de-pit them. Alrighty, now since the dates are washed, what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly slice both of them in half. And now there is a pit in the center of dates. So what we're going to do is we're going to inspect the inside. And as you can see, the inside on this one, this is a normal date. It's nice and white. It's fresh. This is a good date. Now we're going to check this one too. This one's a little bit riper, which this is a better date. And now both of these dates, this is going to be around 25-30 grams of sugar, but the difference is that since it's so low in the glycemic index, it's not just like regular sugar, where like processed sugar is very high. It's not very good for you. Dates are a very, very good source of natural sweetness, and they are very, very healthy for you. So now that we have our two dates, we're going to throw them in our blender, and now we're going to move on to ice. So what I generally like to do is I like to add around 2 cups of ice. So this is about 1 cup. We're just guesstimating because it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just ice. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add unsweetened almond milk. It's very important that it's unsweetened almond milk. You don't want to buy the sweetened stuff because they just add sugar to it. And with this protein shake, we are adding strawberries and we're adding dates. So we already have natural sources of sugar. So there's no point in adding more sugar in the almond milk. So we're going to get just around 1 cup and then add that to the mix. A little bit of spill there. Now, what I like to do is I also like to add half a cup of coffee. Now this just allows me to have more energy throughout the day. And now we're going to move on to the chia seeds. Now the chia seeds are very good for you because they have high fiber and they also have good fat. So we're going to use one of these cups that comes with the package. Now we're going to add just around 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Now it doesn't need to be perfect. This is just for flavoring. There's not that much fat in cocoa powder. There's only half a gram of fat in 1 tablespoon, and it just makes this smoothie elevated to a different level. Now we're gonna add around 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and what this does is it also has some good fats for you, and it's healthy for you, and that's around 2 tablespoons. And now we're gonna add some walnuts. Now walnuts are not essential. I know nuts are more expensive. I just happen to have these. And they have lots of good fat. And it's really good to complement the dates and the peanut butter just because they all provide enough nutrients for a super, super long day. So we're gonna just throw a few in. Now I'm gonna add in some oats. And oats are a very important part of the smoothie. It makes it taste good, it makes it thicker, all around better. We're gonna add 1 of these cups that come with the package, and now we're gonna add a second one, and then we're gonna use the same scooper, and this is actually the scooper that came with the protein powder, and we're gonna add only 1 scoop of protein powder. We don't need 2 scoops of protein powder, just because we already have enough protein in the peanut butter, our final ingredient, which is strawberries. Now, I like to add strawberries just because it makes it taste better. So just have some washed strawberries, throw them in whole. It doesn't really matter if they're cut or not. This is what the blender looks like. If you see, we have the chia seeds, we have the ice, we have the coffee, we have the almond milk, and we have the protein powder, the peanut butter, or the oats, the dates, and the strawberries. So we're just gonna put that on the blender, throw this lid on, and we're gonna just... I don't like purchasing the pre-made dressings just because, first of all, they're kind of expensive, and then second of all, they have so much fat and so much processing in them. There's no point, and you are just ruining your body. You can do it for a whole lot cheaper. So this is very cheap dressing. Just some lemon juice. You don't have to measure. It just whatever you like best. Now I like to add horseradish and mustard just because I like the taste of horseradish and I like how the mustard complements it, and it tastes very good in a vinaigrette. So once again, I don't really measure for salad dressing. It's more of just taste. I like a bitter dressing. So I add more horseradish and then just a little bit of mustard. And then what I do is I add some of this. This is balsamic vinegar and just olive oil. Just add some of that. And then we just mix this up. This is very easy. Now you have a lemon, horseradish, balsamic vinaigrette. Very simple, cheap, easy, very healthy. And so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna assemble the salad and make it Instagram ready. Grab a handful of greens. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you're gonna eat all of this anyway, so it doesn't matter really how it looks like. You just gotta take one picture before you eat it, of course. That's what everyone does these days. And now we're gonna grab our tomato and we are going to lay it on the side. You're gonna be careful. Gotta separate it at equal intervals. So we have a laid out tomato with our salad right here. We're gonna grab some of the carrots and we're just gonna throw them on top. Remember, these are just add a splash of color that we need for the photo. Same thing with these cucumbers. Now, after we take the photo, we're gonna add everything on and eat it because at the end of the day, it does not matter what it looks like because you eat it anyways. So there we have this. Right now, this is the salad before we add our dressing. Alrighty, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this tiny little fork with a big boy spoon. So I'm gonna take this big boy spoon and put it in here, and I'm gonna lightly glaze everything in this dressing. Because all everyone cares about is the photo you post. So now this is our salad, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our protein shake. Now it has been sitting for a while, so we're just gonna blend it a little bit. And we are going to grab a cup, and we are going to then pour said protein shake into a cup and try to make it look fancy. So now we're going to fancyfy it. So we're going to add some oats to the top. So just to add that little pizzazz. And now we are strawless 2020, so no straw. So here you go. This is your meal. This is everything you need for the day, well, between lunch and dinner. Very healthy for you. And now we're gonna get the photo. Final photo, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so that was the first tutorial in Bobo's Kitchen, this new series on my YouTube channel. Now stay tuned because I'm gonna be providing more recipes and what I eat throughout the day and how to just achieve wellness. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and see you in the next one. I just crunched the numbers for the shake, and the total calorie counts can come up here, and you can divide it by 2, 3, or 4, depending on how many servings you take out of it. Now for the salad, if you're really counting the calories of your salad, then that should be the least of your concerns, especially if you made it by yourself. Now, just because there's really no calories in it. I mean, it's just leaves.